Did you think of anything that you would do about this? Now, there's some other plugs in this room, so there's really no reason why they've got to have a plug that close to this wall opening, you know? And so I think I'm going to take that out of there. I'm going to take that out of there, and I'm not going to put a blank plate over it or anything like that, because then I'll have to cut the edge of a blank plate and put that on there. When I get it all done with this wall, it's still going to be like, oh yeah, you did a good job, but what's that over there? You know? So I'm not going to do that either, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out of the wall, and then I'm going to patch that plug opening right up with some quickset and some webbing tape and some finished mud, and I'm going to make that all go away and have it look nice and pretty. Here's something important to realize when you're doing a patch, okay? A patch kind of like this one here, you know, you can use the 3" to put the initial tape on and the first coat of quickset. Then on your second coat of quickset, you can go over that with a 4" and then make your patch a little bit longer and a little bit wider, because what you're doing is you've got to taper that mud back into the wall. You know what I mean? So then you use a 4". If I try to use a 3" and then bridge it out further, I could do that too on the second coat, you know? But if you use a 4" on the second coat, it works a little bit better. That's if you do enough patches. Pretty soon you're going to get lots of broad knives. And incidentally, see this one here? This is my 3", my cheapo 3" knife. It's already got rounded edges because I've used it so much. And a funny thing, you see the difference here? See how this one's all dirty and this one's nice and shiny? That's because this is a stainless steel one and this is just a steel one. This one's a lot cheaper. See how the handle's plastic and it's got ridges in there? And that'll do in a pinch. But this one here has a nice handle on it and an end on there, and these last so much better. The mud actually kind of flows easier off the stainless steel too. And what I really need to do is get a stainless steel 3" knife as well, and it won't rust like that. You know, you get rust on the wall after a while and stuff like that, but I usually mix up my mud maybe with this one, but you know, I probably should get another one. Okay, so after the 4", the second coat of quickset, then you saw I used a 6" with the regular all-purpose mud, and that's bridging this over further, you know what I mean? And then I can use that, and then I go out a little bit further with that too and stuff. But now I'm going to put a tight skim coat on there, and I'm going to use this bugger. This is a 10". See how much bigger that is than that one? 6" here, and then the 10". And what that's going to do is when I put that tight skim material on there, I'm going to go all the way over to about here. Okay? And then I'm going to build it down, further down, and I'm going to go up further. And any imperfections on this wall are going to go away, because what you're doing is, if you can imagine, when you put that tape on the wall and you put mud on there, you have to build it out away from the wall ever so little. You know what I mean? Because you've got to cover up that tape. So each coat, you're putting just a little bit more on, just a little bit more on. And what you're doing is you've got to trick the eye. So when you look at this wall looks perfectly flat now. Well, if you put a straight edge on here, from here over, it's going to taper down into the existing. From here up, it's going to taper up into the existing. It's going to taper from here down to the existing. You have to do that to blend it all into the wall. And if you don't do it far enough, oh yeah, you can blend it into the wall with the 6", or you could even blend it in with the 4". Just in this area. But if you do that, you're going to have a bulge here. because you've got to taper this mud right here into about there. You see what I'm saying? So if you bridge it out further, it's that much flatter on the wall. You've got to realize that, because if you don't, once you paint, then you're going to see a bulge. You're going to say, oh yeah, there's a patch right here. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. You know, you won't see it if you bridge it out further. Okay? So there's your tip when you're doing patches.